welcome back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you all for subscribing to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you 4 simple steps of fixing an inner pocket on a dress. So this is like a beginner's guide and video. 4 simple ways. It is a very simple process, simple way of fixing an inseam pocket or an inner pocket. Okay, so the first step, all you are going to do is you measure out the length of where you are going to fix your pocket. So this is a dress. You are going to just unfold it. So back, the dress is already joined together, so you can do this joint together, or even if it's not joined together yet, you can still do that. So you fold it into to make sure that the shoulder point is sitting nicely, and then all of your edges, the 4 edges of the dress are sitting nicely also. And then you measure the length from your shoulder to where you are going to start your pocket from. So mine, I already have my measurement right here, so I'm making use of 16 inches. So this is 16 inches here. So my pocket is going to start from 16 inches, and then I'm going to take it down with about 5 inches. So from this point, this is 5 inches. So all you are going to do, you are going to make notches on those points. So I did it earlier on before I decided to make this into a video, because someone was actually requesting for me to make a video of how to fix inner pocket. So I just remembered, and then I decided to do that. So you just notch the 2 points. So that's the first way. That's from our 4 methods, or four simple lines or simple rules, or whatever ways, whatever. So the next step, the next step is for us to cut out the fabric that we're going to use. So for the fabric, for the length, of the fabric, so you can actually cut out your pocket in different ways. You can give it a curve while cutting, or you can make it straight, and then when you are stitching, you curve it out and then trim out. So we're going to make it straight. Since this is a beginner's video, I'm going to make it straight. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to measure out the length. So this length actually depends on how deep you want your pocket to be. So normally, if you put your hand, you can see it's about 9 inches. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make this a little bit more. I'm going to make it to be about 11 inches, between 11 and 12 inches. So that's the length. And then the next thing, remember this point, this notch that we made between this point to this point is actually 5 inches. So we're going to mark that part on this top part, because that's where you're going to be fixing. So I'm going to make mine, I'm not going to make it exactly 5 inches, I'm going to make it 6 inches. So this is 6 inches. You can even add more. So I'm just going to mark it straight like this, and then I'm going to bring it down, and then we'll cut out. Okay, so this is like the next step. You cut out the fabric, and then the third step is for us to pin the fabric. It is a simple process. So you just open up this point like this, and then you lay, this is the right side. So for instance, because I'm using a plain fabric, okay, so you cut out double of this. Okay, so the next thing is for us to, you open it up like this. So we're going to pin. So I'm going to take this now. Like I said, this 2 now is going to be for one pocket. So you cut out another one again for the second pocket. So you take this is the right side. Make sure that the right side is facing the right side, and then you place here. So I'm going to pin them down. So like I said, right side facing right side. And then I'll turn the second part. So you take the other part. So this is the other part. So I've pinned the first one. This is, make sure that it is right side. You are pinning it on the right side of the fabric. So I will take like this, and then I'll place it, and then I'm going to I'm going to pin it just like I did. So I'll go ahead and do the other two parts. So like I said, cut out 4 pieces. Okay, so if you are new to Stylish Naija YouTube channel, you are highly and very, very, very welcome. If you have not subscribed, please, I would appreciate if you hit on the subscribe button, subscribe to Stylish Naija YouTube channel, and then you can also follow me on all of my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, all at Stylish Naija, and then Pinterest also. And if you want to register for our online classes also, you can send a message on WhatsApp. Okay, so you see we're finished pinning them. So I'll just open it up now for you to see. So you see how it is looking. It is a very simple process, very easy. So you see how they are looking. So this is the third step now. So the next thing we're going to do now, we'll go over to the machine and stitch. So we're going to start stitching now, just like I explained. So you see the lines here. So I'm just going to stitch. So I'll open it up so that you can see it. So I'm just going to stitch and secure the fabric down like this. So you just use that same half of an inch or quarter of an inch, depends on how many inches seam allowance you are going to use to stitch. You understand? So that is what you should use. So I'll go ahead, I'll complete the four. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do now, we're going to join our side seams together. So this is my side seam. I'm going to turn it like this. Just a minute. Okay, yeah. So I'm just going to give you a quick explanation of how we're actually going to stitch it. It is a very simple process. So I hope you can see it. Let me adjust. Okay. So here's how we're going to stitch this. So since it is not a fitted dress, like I said, you're just going to use your seam allowance to stitch it. So here's how we're going to do it. So I'm using about quarter of an inch for my armhole point here. So I'm just going to stitch it along this line like this. It's quarter of an inch. And then here now I want you to note something. So the two pockets, you make sure you bring them together. So I'm going to come to this point. So you remember this is our notch point here. That notch, original notch, and then this is the second notch. So this is 5 inches. That is where the you are going to pass your hand through into the pocket. It's okay. I just want to double check that you can see it properly. So because if you stitch from here, the opening of your pocket might be too wide. You understand? So it might be too wide. So that is why we did that notch, that 5 inches notch up initially. So you stitch from this point to this point. So when you get to this point, like this is the 5 inches point. When you get to this point like this, you go like this. You see the way it is like an L. You go like this. So you can just go like this and then just create like a curve. You understand? Just create like a curve like this. That's in the stitching. I'm just trying to explain to you like a curve. So if you feel that the depth of your pocket is too long, you can reduce it. So you take it back from this point back to this point like this, that second 5 inches point. Back to the second 5 inches point. Make sure that both of them are sitting together. And then once you get back to this point like this. So this is the same, this is the line that we used to fix this, the pockets that we used to connect it. Make sure you come outside of the line. So you see this first one, it came like this and then entered. So this second line, so once you get to this point, you are not going to stop it there. You'll come across the same line. That's the connection of the pocket. You just come, like come a little bit inside so you can continue your quarter of an inch line. Make sure that both of them are on the same line, and then you come inside like this. So once you come inside like this, okay, so once you come back inside like this, you're going to continue like this. You understand? You're going to continue and then you take it downwards. So now let's teach and see. So I hope you can see it on the machine. So it is a very simple process. Just make sure that your dress is lying straight, and then I'm going to start stitching right now, just like I explained. So once I get to that point, I'm going to pause. I'm going to stop. So I'll take it straight, and then I'm going to place my machine. I'm just going to turn my machine. So you see that the needle is still on it. I did not move the needle. I just raised up my handle, my footer, and then I brought it back down. So I'm going to come in like this now, making sure that these two, they are sitting together. Because if you stitch it from this part, if you come in from this part will be too wide. So the pocket will not be fine. It will be too wide. So you just make like a curve. You can leave it straight if you want to, but most time I usually don't leave it straight. I'm just going to make a curve like that, and then I've made my curve. So I'm just going to come like this. So this is like a very simple way. There is another way, another very neat way that to sew pocket. But for a beginner, this is just like a quick hack that you can just use as a beginner. Once you are learning how to sew pockets, you'll be able to add to your dresses. So that is why I'm teaching you this. So you come to make sure that your seams are sitting together, and then I'm bringing it back here. So I brought it back. So I'm going to just go like that. So I hope you can see it. So I'm just going to follow this part like that. To get my dress to the hem. Okay. So I'm going to open it up on one side now for you to see before we stitch the other part. So you can see how hidden the pocket is. That's why it is called inseam pocket. So you see, you will not even notice that there's a pocket here. All I have to do is just iron. So you see how hidden it is. I'm just going to take it to my ironing table once I'm done, and then I'll iron. So you see how neat, see, it is hidden. You will not even know. It's only when you pass your hand through it like this, you see your hand goes in. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to this other side, just following the same process. So that's my lining. I'm trying to tuck it in. So I already have my notch here. So that's my notch line. I'm going to stop there. And then I'm going to turn it just like I explained earlier. Make sure that it is straight and flat. And then I'm going to create a curve. So I'll bring it back to this notch point. So that's the notch point. And then I'll come inside. Just make sure you come above the seam line, because if you don't come inside, your pocket will not be hidden. So you need to come inside. That is what gives you that inseam finishing that will make it to have to be hidden inside. So I'm going to open the second one. So you see it. You see how very beautifully hidden it is. So you see it is hidden, well hidden inside. Just to iron it. So if you place it like this, you will not even know that the dress has a pocket. So you see it. So thank you so much. I'm just going to turn it inwards. So you see from the side like this. So you see the pocket without any excess thread. So thank you so much. If you find this video helpful, I will appreciate if you hit on the like button to make me know that you like the video. So thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. God bless you. Ciao.